Hello my friends, good afternoon. Coming to you live from wherever you are, wherever I am. Welcome back with a new beautiful luscious camera so you can better hear and understand what I'm saying. Over, under, and understand what I'm saying. Because you don't just want to understand me or stand under me, you want to stand beside me. Because we are equals. You want to understand. Take that thing and put it inside you. Understand it. Overstand it so you could stand above it. Stand over it. So, if you're wondering, oh man, is this guy talking about words again? Yes, he is. Because if you want to transcend something, you need to learn more about it. If you want to transcend something, you need to master something. If you want to transcend the piano, you master the piano physically. If you want to transcend language, you got to understand the deception. If you want to be free, you have to know the enemy. You got to know where it's coming from. You got to know where the blows are coming from, so you stop going to those places. So you don't have to eat the food with GMOs because you know about it. Now if you're doing stuff and you know about it, it's just twice as bad. But knowledge is a very powerful weapon. So are words. But again, we learn about language so we can transcend language because we see the manipulation that is existent. So I'm going to talk to you about, I hope you can see the board okay. I'm going to talk to you about, you guys all seen this word before, haven't you? Let me see if you can see that. Alright, there we go. This is the word grammar, right? You all went to grammar school, correct? We learn our ABCs, our 1, 2, 3s. We learn about past participles and gerunds. Most of us don't give a shit anymore. We learn past tense, future. Basically what we learn how to do, yes, we learn how to communicate, but really we learn how to limit our perceptions based on grammar. Because I dare you, now again, all the things I say, why should you believe me? Why should you listen to me? I'm an idiot just like you. Don't take my word for it, guys. Go out and search. Go out and do your own stuff. You could Google the stuff I'm saying. You know? There's nothing to hide here. This is an information age. So you are being formed, you are being informed by all this information. So again, what kind of information are you taking in? What kind of frequencies, vibrations, waves, sounds are you around? So my friends, this is going to, this one might blow your cookies a bit, as they say. We all went to grammar school. Now, I know J.K. Rowling just came out with a new Harry Potter book. And it's very interesting to see why these movies in Hollywood are so famous. Why certain celebrities, I don't really want to get too deep into that. Why people like Michael Jordan could jump so high. Why Bruce Lee was such a master of his chi. The chi as in Chinese. Anyway, I'm getting off track, but here's another one. Hollywood, my friends. Let's put a little dash in there. Holly, holly is also a plant, but holly is holy. Wood is a stick. A holy stick, holy shit, a holy stick is a wand. Now this is going to be important in just a sec, so you can forget about that for now. Grammar, my friends, comes from the word glamour. You've all seen this word, I hope. And of course, or with an O-R or with a U-R. Actually, I think it's a U-R. not just the British spelling. Yeah, glamour, O-U-R. There's also a very, of course, makes you wonder why there's such a famous magazine, one of the most famous magazines called Glamour Magazine, I'm pretty sure, in the U.S. Grammar comes from the word glamour. Now, if you don't know what the word glamour means, my friends, glamour means to charm or hex using sex. I'll say that one more time. Grammar comes from the word glamour, which means to charm or hex using sex. To charm or hex using sex. Hex, sex. Sex is 6. And hex is the Greek root for 6. That's why you get hexahedron. Hexahedron, you get hexagon, and now we're gone. Like that. Hexagon, anything with hex means 6. So you, my friend, you are in a carbon vehicle. What is carbon? I'm going to get rid of this Hollywood stuff for now, but you remember. Carbon is a 6-sided, carbon is 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. The mark of the beast, of the man in flesh, as they say. So what is this 6, what is all this stuff? You are in a carbon suit, you are in a suit of a beast. You are in a body that cannot be fulfilled. The lusts of the body cannot be fulfilled. Spiritually, you can fulfill yourself. Physically, you've got to do it spiritually first. The lusts of the body, you cannot fulfill yourself physically. You can eat honey and you can eat all this stuff every day, but tomorrow you're going to wake up and you're going to want another mango. You're going to want more nuts. You're going to want more and more organic, whatever. It doesn't matter. You cannot fulfill the lusts of the flesh. You can only, because again, for every physical thing there is a spiritual source. So go for the spiritual thing. You know by now. Go to the spiritual source of whatever is bugging you. Not the physical. Go to the spiritual. Go to the energetic. If you don't fix the energy, you're never going to fix the physical manifestation. If you don't fix the energy, you're never going to fix the physical manifestation or issue or person or whatever. So you are in a hexahedron, my friends. A hex is a charm. A hex is a spell. Now, why is this grammar stuff so important? Because to cast a spell, one must spell. To cast a spell, one must spell. This makes me giggle because this is so funny, and man, when I first started coming across this stuff, I got the goosebumps. I said, holy shit. And I, as a young kid, I always loved words and language. I had even won a spelling bee or two. I can't remember. But I was, so I was a master wizard. You guys know you're wizards and magicians and you don't even know it? Some of you know it. Which brings me back to Harry Potter. Because grammar school is glamour school, which means to charm or hex using sex. Sex is 6. 666. You're in a carbon suit. You're trapped in a hexahedron. Your spirit is chained to your DNA. Your DNA is a chain. Looks like that. If you ever been, they call it hypnagogic. It's spelled like this. If you get a different color. Hypnagogic. And then hypnopompic. Those are the 2 states of sleep. They come... Apologize, there's beautiful plants in the way. They come from the Greek word hypno, meaning sleep, gogic, meaning leading into, and pompic. That's the state where you're not quite asleep, but you're not quite awake. You ever feel paralyzed in your body, like you're like, you know what that is? and you're trying to leave your body or go back in, but you couldn't move, that was your spirit. That is you being chained into your DNA, like this. So this is why we must regene or regenerate ourselves so that we can heal our DNA. Because your DNA runs your life. It governs your life. Any issues you have stem from your DNA. Why do you think our DNA has been so fucked with? Like I said, you could skip the surface, you get to the person on the deeper level. You alter their words, because again, DNA is words, it's letters, which make up books, your book of life, said that before. But some things bear repeating. So if I can change your spelling, your words, the arrangement of words, any poetry or any stuff that is arranged in a certain way, you're spelling. You're creating grammar, you are casting spells. Because to cast a spell, one must spell. To cast a spell, one must spell. Especially if you smell with an M, you stinky, you got a bad breath, bad energy, bad aura. You eating meat, you smell, you putting cologne on. Why do you think they got cologne? Perfume, that just attracts. Let's call them negative thought forms and energies. They could smell your nastiness. They could smell your fear. But anyway, glamour, to charm or hex using sex. Glamour comes from the Latin grammatus, or grimoria. Again, don't believe a word I'm saying. Look this up. Grimoria, spelled like this. Grimoria, if you've ever heard of. Okay, I apologize. I gotta add this little segment back in the video because it got cut out. But as I was saying, grimoria, guys, grammar comes from glamour, which comes from grimoria, or grimorium, singular in Latin. And you can look this up too, again, Grimorium Verum. This is a book that I, like an idiot, decided to read. And it is a book of demons. It is Demonology 101. A grimorium or grimoria or grammar is a book of spells. It is learning how to use charms and spells, learning how to conjure up demons and thought form beings or genies or jinn that can assist you in accomplishing what you want to do. Selling your soul, if you will, in degrees. Because your freedom comes in degrees, my friends. So you can look this up. You can see I'm not making this up. Grimoria Verum. That's what it's called. I don't recommend reading these because when you begin uttering the names of, when you say my name, you are empowering the thing behind that name, the thing that name represents. When you say the name of demons, you are not only invoking them, you are provoking them. You are bringing, because invoke, right? You get the word invoke or provoke. Voke is vocal, to vocalize something. So when you are saying somebody's name, you are empowering them. You are bringing if you say their name 3 times, you have actually summoned them. That's why the genie gives you 3 wishes. You summon him 3 times. And this is important, guys, because, well, this is important anyway, but it's doubly so because man is name and name is man. You just drop off the E, it's silent, and you have man. Man is name, name is man, spelled backwards. You throw a little backwards E in right there. So if I can change your name, I can change your life. if you change your name today, those of you that go by nicknames, or even on my Facebook, I go by Billy Heart Being, because I thought it had a nice ring to it. You know, it associates with certain things. It's a reminder to me and to you, to us, versus what I was known as before. Because man is name and name is man. So if you change your name, you change your life. You change all the things that have been attached to you. Because again, your straw man, guys, your straw man, or the number or the name that is on your passport that's in all capital letters that looks like this, right, or whatever. That's not my real name, by the way, but when you get an all capital like that, this is your straw man, that's your name. And every time you're doing this, every time you do a little signature on something, you are agreeing as the being, as the spiritual being, you have just agreed, signed a contract to represent that man or that straw man under that name. So be wary means be aware of the things you are signing, the things you are signing and putting into existence by the power of your hand, by the power of your voice, your words, your spelling, and your name. Yes, so these are books of dark magic, guys. So when you are learning, when you're in grammar school and you're learning about grammar and how to put words into specific places and sentences and how to define stuff, how to spell things, you're actually learning how to cast spells, believe it or not. I know this might be shocking to some of you. I apologize. But you had to hear it sometime. This is why you're here. You wouldn't have been here. If you didn't care about the truth, you probably wouldn't be here. Neither would I. But I don't care, because there are many, many lies, but there is one truth. There are many, many truths. But I'm not looking for a truth anymore. I was. Now I'm looking for the truth. So I am all eyes and all ears. If there is someone that can prove me wrong in any of this stuff, please get in contact with me. I don't want half the stuff I'm saying to be right. You know, when I start making these connections, and I feel it in my heart too, so I know it's correct. But there are times where I wish, I was like, man, really? Is that really what's going on here? I wish they weren't. I wish, but the information points you to the same places every time. No matter which angle you look at it from. So this is why I was talking about Harry Potter, because you thought you were going to school, but you were actually going to Hogwarts. I really think this is why these movies are so popular. Of course they're good, great plot line. I mean, I've cried watching the movies. I used to have a crush on Ginny, the redhead. Anyway, that's besides the point. It makes you wonder why these movies are so popular. Who put them out? Why did Hollywood, which means holy stick, which is a wand that casts spells, right? Hogwarts. Why would those movies be so popular as compared to other ones? You know. So we could just turn you over here while you're looking at this stuff. So that was a bit of grammar casting, guys. So please be careful of the words you are using. Please, it would behoove you, it would be wise of you to take some time and look up some of your favorite words. Look up some words that you like, that you use more frequently than others. See what they actually mean. Because these words are shaping your life, whether you know it or not. The words you hear, once you get sensitive enough, you're not going to be able to listen to it. I know most of you listening to this aren't listening to, you know, your TVs are gone. You don't listen to the radio. You can't, because you can hear that they are babbling on and on. Vain babbling means to speak about things that have no truth. That's what vanity means. It's something that is devoid of truth. Lies. A lie is something devoid of truth. Lies, lies, lies. And underneath the lies lie more lies. If you want to save lives, you need to carefully choose the words that come out of you, because they can create harmony or disharmony. Your words can be S words or swords, or they can be gentle massages, right? Because, let's have some fun now. Because you're, I always thought this was interesting. Your messages, my friends, your message comes from your mess. Right? Messiah, who was a messenger, the anointed one. Your message comes from your mess. So if you want to know your purpose in life, look at the mess you've created. Look at the messes you keep making, like Messi, Lionel Messi, the Messiah. Look at the messes you've created, because if you want to know your purpose, you gotta look at what you've been through. Look at what you've overcome to get to where you are today. So your message will come from your mess. Now the message is the same, but it's presented in different ways. So you might be a dancer or ballerina, or a pianist, or you paint windows creatively. I don't know. So your message will come from your mess. So you can analyze that. I'm sure you know what that means. Your message, again, can also be a massage to the ears, to the body, depending on the frequency of the thing giving out the message. For some, this might be like an oratory massage, meaning through the ears. I mean, an auditory, not oratory means eyes. Auditory massage. A full body. Maybe I'm an oratory massage too. Right? Oratory means eyes or speaking. Should be eyes. Anyway, your message comes from your mess, which can be a massage then to the others that need relief of tension, because they are tense and worrying about their pension. And maybe they're living so often in the past tense that they have become tense, and tension rules their life. They are holding on to stress. Now I'm just getting a bit obnoxious with words. But that's the important thing about etymology, guys. It's not so much what the specific words mean. It's that they get you thinking along the right path. You don't need to carry a dictionary around or an etymological thing, although it's helpful. But what these things do is they put you on the right path of thinking, so that when you speak a certain concept, a certain image comes to mind over another. The image that word had been associated with when it first started being used. So again, are you a wizard? Did you know you were a wizard? Did you know you've been grammar casting all your life? You know. And some people know that they're doing it with their words, and some people don't. But when you know about this, when you know that grammar is glamour, is charming, or casting hexes on people, hexahedron 666, and that we've been hexed in a carbon vehicle, in a carbon dirt suit, then you can really see words and these things for what they are. So choose the things that you surround yourself with wisely. You know. Choose the words that will heal you. The words that will heal you and help you become whole. To heal yourself and become whole. Holistic